Hi, so let's talk about logical operators. So let's use this example. It's greater than 5. Then I'm going to return the value. The number is greater than 5 in this case. Now, what if I also want to create a new condition inside the if statement? And I want to say if the number, and I would now return that. But now this is going to be different because the number has to be greater than 5 and the number has to be greater than 10. So I'm going to say the number is greater than 5 and 10 in this case. So let me just take that out. I'm going to create a new if statement and I'm going to say num is greater than 5 in this case, and I'll use the double ampersand. That is the logical operator that is called the AND operator. So double ampersand, and I'm going to say num is greater than 10. So what this means is that if the number is greater than 5 and the number is greater than 10, then return this. The number is greater than 5 and 10 because we're using AND. So if not, then we'll return this. The number is not greater than 5 and 10. So let's create a function that would take that in. So I'm going to call it my func, and I'll put that in here that way, and I'm going to call this my func there. But remember, we need to put the parameters num and num here. So this num, we're going to make it 10, for example, and save. Now it doesn't do anything because we need to log that out on the console. So console.log, take this and save. And now it says the number is not greater than 5 and 10. Why? Because the number is actually greater than 5. 10 is greater than 5, but 10 is not greater than 10. 10 is actually equals 10. So imagine if we put greater or equals to now and save. Now it says the number is greater than 5 and 10. Now this is wrong because it's meant to be number is greater than 5 or equals to 10. So let me just remove that, but I'm just using that to show you that what that can do. So instead we're going to use 20 here. So 20, it says the number is greater than 5 and 10. Let's use 3. The number is not greater than 5 and 10. Let's use 5. The number is not greater than 5 and 10, which is true. What about 6? The number is still not greater than 5, which is wrong. Number is greater than 5, but the condition is that it must be true for both. If one is false, then the result will be false. So both must be true. So is number greater than 5? 6 is greater than 5, so that's true. And number is greater than 10, which is false. So the output will be false because both has to be true. So now let's consider another possibility, and we'll say number, and we'll say if, then you say return the num number is positive. Number is positive. And we have another one, if, so we're going to return the same. The number is positive because 3 is positive, 10 is positive. So a better way to put this is to say that if num is equivalent to or is strictly equals to 3, or, so we use the double pipe symbol like this, or num is equal to 10. So that's just it. Then we'll return that the number is positive. So these two conditions, one must be positive or true for this to run. So in this case, if not, we would return the number is not 3 or 10. Then would call the function and we'll put it in console.log console. So I'll put it in the console. So the number we're going to choose is 3 and save. And now it says the number is positive. Why? Because we put 3 here as the number. So it's saying if 3 is strictly equals to 3 and we know it's true, so automatically for the OR logical operator, 1 must be true. So if this is true, then it's going to return the value in the if statement. And in this case, is DOM strictly equals to 10? No, it's not. But since this is already true, so if we try that with 10, we can see the number is positive. But if we try that with 9, it says the number is not 3 or 10. So it will return this because in both cases, both are false. So let's try the task and see if we can do that. So task 1 says replace the two if statements with one statement using the AND operator, and we'll return the string yes if val is less than or equals to 50 and greater than or equals to 25. Otherwise, we'll return the string no. So this is the function we've been given. So I'm just going to uncomment that. So what it means is this: if value is less than or equals to 50 and greater than or equals to 25, so value should be greater than or equals to 25. So something like this, it will return yes. So in this case 10 is not, so let's put that in the console.log save. So it says no because the value, which is 10, is definitely less than or equals to 50, is less than 50, but the value is not greater than or equals to 25. So that means we're going to use an AND statement because the two conditions must be true. That's what it means. So we're going to say if value is less than or equals to 50 and the value is greater than or equals to 25, then we'll return yes, yes, else we return no. and if we run that, it still says no. What if we make this 25? Now it says yes, because the value is equals to 25 in this case, and also fulfills this condition. The value is less than or equals to 50, so it's less than 50. That's why it's true. Yes. What if we put 50? Yes, because the value 50 is still equals 50 here, but it's also greater than 25. And let's try 60. Now it says no, because the value is not less than or equals to 50, even though it's greater than 25. So that's simply how to solve that with the AND operator. So let's try task 2. The second task says, let me just move all that down. So let's take note. It says combine the two if statements into one statement, which returns the string outside if val is not, so it says not between 10 and 20, so inclusive. So in other words, if val is not 10, 11, 12 to 20, but it's any other number, we should say it's outside, so we should return outside. Otherwise we return inside. So that's what it means. So it means numbers that are less than 10. So if val is less than 10, it will be outside, and if val is greater than 20, it would also be outside. But if val is 10, 20 or anything in between, it will be inside. So I think this is fine. This is what it is. So let's just test that. Console.log, and we'll take that and save. So it says inside because 15 is in between 10 and 20. What if we take 9? It says outside. Or let's take 21. It says outside, which is fair. Let's take 10 inside because it's inclusive. So what we'll do here is that we're going to use the OR logical operator, because we have this is giving the same result as this. So we'll say if val is less than 10 or val is greater than 20, then return outside, else return inside. So this would still be the same thing. Let's make this 15, and now it says inside, and now let's use 5, and it says outside, and let's use 25 outside. So we've been able to solve that. So that's basically how to use logical ORs or logical AND operators in JavaScript.